Yeah, no kidding.
Now, I don't have a script for you.
That's okay. I can give you the baseline.
Okay.
I'm giving a talk tomorrow at the Rocky Mountain RepRap Festival about the intersection of 3D printing and 3D modeling, and kind of more broadly, how to pick the right CAD software depending on your 3D printing project.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to a lot of people today who have been telling me different stories about their process with 3D modeling and CAD, and how they're applying it to their 3D printing projects. People saying like, I use this software, but I feel like I should be using this one. I enjoy this workflow, but I feel like I'm obliged to use this one. And so my goal with my talk tomorrow is to help people realize that 3D print, like designing for 3D printing, doesn't have to be hard,
Right.
doesn't have to be inaccessible, can be free, and should be fun.
Yeah.
So that's what I got going on.
All of those things I agree with. I think that's amazing. I'm no expert though. That's you. You're the
I don't know if I'm an expert. By the way, hi, I'm AeroCreative. I just dropped in here unannounced, and I asked them if they would like to chat with someone, so here I am. But yeah, I'm excited for my talk. I'm enjoying the event a lot so far, and hearing different people's perspectives is really rewarding. You said you're no expert. What kind of CAD software have you used before?
I do a little bit of Nomad.
Okay, Nomad Sculpt, yeah.
Yeah, I love Nomad a lot. I do a lot of Tinkercad for things that are a little bit more square and functional and that kind of thing. I don't really, they've been trying to teach me, Bearded and Cass have been trying to teach me Fusion 360, and I am terrible.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Those are all great softwares. Like Nomad Sculpt is one that I have been learning about recently because I'm still a little bit involved with some students at the University of Colorado where I graduated from in my creative engineering program. And I see these students who are making these 3D printing projects out of Nomad Sculpt. And I'm like, this is completely alien to me. And it's like the fact that it's on your iPad, that's really cool.
It's amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love it because this iPad is the one I use, and I've got my pen, and it does all the things, and it's wonderful.
That's such a great system. And the fact that it's like, what is it, a $30 perpetual license?
Yeah, I think I got it for 15.
15?
I think so.
That's impressive.
I think it was 15.
I really advocate for people owning their software, and so I really like when people are able to just buy it once, own it for a while, even if they stop getting updates after a while.
Right, yeah.
I really enjoy that. But you're learning Fusion. Part of my talk tomorrow is like kind of the right mindset to use when you're approaching CAD. What have been some of because you mentioned you're learning it. It's not super familiar. What have been some of the things that have been a challenge or been easy about your experience learning it?
So I think the biggest challenge I have is honestly just figuring out where everything is and what everything does.
A UI perspective?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you used Blender?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Continue, please. I'm going to touch back there.
Okay. But I think that's the hardest thing. And we were actually for this booth, he helped. He did the base.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to move things around and do all the things, and just to me it just was not. I wasn't catching it, right? I just wasn't.
I understand.
And then we get on a Discord call, and he's watching what I'm doing. And he's like, "No, this, no, that."
Yeah.
He's like, "Ah," and I'm like, "Ah."
Well,
I don't know what I'm doing.
I kind of have, well, it's not bad news, but it's unfortunately, Fusion, as far as these kind of CAD modeling and 3D modeling softwares go, has some of the better UI.
Oh,
so
good.
not to make it sound bad, but it only gets really worse from there. Part of my talk tomorrow is about how a lot of the kind of 3D modeling, mesh modeling software that's not driven by sketches, constraints, dimensions, stuff like that. Those 3D modeling softwares like Blender and Maya and not ZBrush, I guess. The UI is a little bit like going into an airplane cockpit.
Yeah.
You kind of have 3 trillion buttons that have labels, but it's not incredibly apparent what they do. With Fusion, it's tough. It requires, I think, to really be able to get the most out of Fusion, it requires you to think kind of very differently than you'd think if you're doing a sculpting software, which is part of what I talk about, where it's like, if you have existing skills in art and drawing and especially anatomy, you're going to take to sculpting really well. If you have a lot of skills in programming, kind of step-by-step processes and stuff like that, you might take to CAD a little bit better. But that also, it's also it can be completely independent of that. And there's some people who just pick up one for a reason that I would not be able to understand.
Right.
But it's interesting to learn that you're attempting Fusion. Fusion's my favorite of the of those kind kind of mainstream CAD software. It's good, especially for 3D printing.
I will tell you something interesting.
Please.
I'm a senior software engineer.
Okay.
By trade.
There we go. So that kind of disproves my idea, which is that I've found that a lot of software people tend to like CAD because it can be parametric.
Yeah. Well, and I don't necessarily think that's probably not untrue. I think it's just taking me a little bit of time to sort of just get used to the UI and figure out how everything moves.
Yeah.
In it. And if I sat here and told you that I was like an expert in how Nomad works, I'd be lying to you.
Well,
to be clear.
Yeah. It's so fascinating how people pick up different softwares in different ways, and that's kind of what my talk is all about. Noon tomorrow, by the way, just in case you didn't hear about it. Noon tomorrow on the Maker Stage this Sunday at this is RMRRF Festival. Yeah, at the what was this, the Peterson Toyota Center? I don't ever remember.
Something.
Yeah,
we're somewhere.
We're somewhere. We're here. I mean, if you can find me, then great.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, if you find us.
Yes.
The Maker Stage is literally behind us in the back there.
It's that way.
So,
I don't know if that's going to correspond to anything, but it's there.
It's over there.
Yeah. If it's mirrored, then it's this way. Yeah.
It's one of those directions.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have you been enjoying the event so far?
I have. I've been in here a lot. I
was going to say.
This is one of our favorite things to do. Like last year we had a 10 by 10 space and trying to do this and that all in 10 feet by 10 feet.
Yeah.
So this year we were like,
I think I remember your guys' booth. I was like, I'm surprised they're making this much space work.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad that you guys were able to upscale a little bit. That must be relieving.
Yes, it's wonderful. Well, and one big thing is in that small space, if you're trying to do interviews and then you're also trying to have people come in and talk to them, we kept getting like shoulders in in front of the camera.
Oh,
and that kind of thing. And so like we were like, no, that's why we have the
kidding.
block off right there because they're like, don't come in here.
that's a good call. I've been recording shorts throughout the day. I've been like going around to the different booths and being like, all right, setting up my tripod, praying no one gets in front of it.
Yeah, right.
But I can't blame people too much. When you don't do like content creation, it's like not immediately apparent that this stuff cannot be touched.
Like, don't touch it. Don't walk in front of it. Like,
when you have gotten the chance to walk around and enjoy the thing, what's been your favorite thing you've seen so far here?
Oh gosh. I mean the 3D printed Lambo is just kind of an duh.
It was a McLaren last year, I think, which is crazy that he's done multiple and that he has multiple. I mean, I'm assuming that there's multiple and this is not just like one Frankenstein car that changes shape every year.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I enjoy there's not anything in here I don't like. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But like, so on the other side, you got like filament stories and cookie cutter there, and I love filament. Anything that sparkles and shiny, and I'm good. Give me that. And then we've got Polymaker here, which they're actually one of our sponsors, so that's
really
that's
awesome.
Super cool. They let us give away a bunch of filament all the time.
Great, so that's awesome. I played their game earlier. I played their reaction game, but my goal was to make it really stupid, so I specifically did not like play it. I just like stood there like this, like waiting for the things to drop.
Yeah.
It's gonna look better when it's a short. I think it's gonna work better. The joke makes more sense. I promise.
Okay.
I was gonna say Cookie CAD. I stopped by their booth and I saw their new CAD software. They're calling it like CAD, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it is designed to be the ultimate like beginner-friendly CAD software.
Yeah.
It's something I'm adding to my talk because I didn't know about it before.
Okay.
And there, of course, it's like somewhat designed around 3D printing as well. And I'm seeing a lot of CAD softwares going down this direction of like designing themselves around additive manufacturing.
Yeah.
Like WOMP. Have you heard of WOMP?
No.
It's a volume-based modeler. It's very funky. It's like you're kind of like bringing multiple objects together and they just kind of like liquid together. And it's very different than like a fusion where you're designing a sketch that is then extruding. It's more like you're taking two objects and they kind of mesh together however you use based on parameters. Either way, they are orienting themselves in a 3D printing design space. And I think that this CAD software that I saw, which is like supposed to be very beginner friendly, it's free, that kind of thing, made by the same folks who do Cookie CAD. It's also orienting itself around that. I like that. I like when companies are kind of interested in applying themselves to something that is now much more available in everyone's homes, assuming that you just pick up a 3D printer somewhere like you might here. So
it's really nice when sort of bridging that gap, right, between all these people that know all of these things, like the people that can just do all of it, and folks like me who are like, I don't know.
Well, what have you been making in Fusion so far? I'm actually curious.
So in Fusion, a lot of it was around like designing this booth, just generally
Wow.
like where are we putting the tables,
Okay.
what are we doing with
Yeah.
the, so we did that in Fusion, and then I have played with, so Cassiana Creations there in the purple.
Yes.
She made me a small, it's like a treasure chest. It was for my son's marching band because their marching band theme this year was like sort of sailor piratey.
That's so fun. Yeah.
So she made me the little thing, and I got in there. I wanted to like make my own adjustments.
Sure.
I failed, but you're gonna do that, right? You fail way more times than you succeed.
The iterative process is something that I'm stressing so hard in my talk. Like, to fail and to know why you failed, to not know is the way you learn to do it. I mean, it's just like anything in life, and especially with CAD. Once you like see the ways people are doing one thing, how you're doing one thing. One of the affirmations I have at the end of my talk is that there is no one right way to do something, especially in CAD, despite what people will tell you. And that's kind of a hot take, so I'm ready to defend it. But I think, like modifying that treasure chest, like there's a billion ways you could modify, like the hinge. Remember their name one more time?
Cassiana.
I saw some of her stuff. She gave me a little squirrel creature, which is made in
Blender.
No, she made it in Blender. Yeah, it's made in Blender. I really liked it. And that comes up in my talk about these like articulated prints that are like the dragons, the squirrels, the like little sea creatures that you come up with. The way you design those links can be very dependent on the software you use. And I would almost expect someone to do that in CAD as opposed to Blender. But there's so many cool ways people are doing that I love learning. Like, I'm seriously having such a blast just going around and saying, how did you make this? What software did you use? And to have my expectations subverted completely on how they did it. And like, I was not expecting you to have made this in SketchUp, for example.
Right.
Is so interesting, especially with 3D printing, especially.
I wish I thought to bring them. I didn't bring them. So I have a keychain that I tried to make. It never went to like production to sell or anything like that, but it was a set of all seven D&D dice, all the whole set of dice.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be all seven articulated together, so it's like a tail kind of. Right?
Okay.
And I did it in Tinkercad, and don't get me wrong, it works.
Yeah.
But it was not easy to do.
Yeah.
It took a very long time, and then I printed it out, and I'm like, it's kind of cool, and then I was like, I could just use jump rings though.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. The desire to use 3D printing for a lot of things sometimes overcomes the realization that this is a zip tie task, or that this is like a regular fastener task. There's in my school that I went to at the University of Colorado here in Colorado at Rocky Mountain RepRap down in Boulder. I was part of a program called Creative Technology and Design, and one of the teachers in that program, he's gone famous on TikTok a few times for being unbelievably direct in his design critiques of his students' classes, because he teaches graphic design. And I'm pretty sure one thing he said was that if he catches someone printing something that could be a PVC pipe, he's going to like take it off the printer, destroy it, and throw it in the trash. Like, he was so fervently against using 3D printing for stuff that you could buy from Home Depot. Now, whether or not I agree with that, I'm still thinking. I'm still getting back to that.
Pondering. Okay.
It's nice to be able to print something at home. It could be cheaper, maybe. I mean, PVC is pretty cheap, but it's always fun to hear his critiques of what students would make, because sometimes students are making something in 4 hours on a 3D printer that really should be a 30-minute laser cutter task, assuming you have access to both, which not a lot of people do.
No, not.
But if they do, I'm pretty sure he would take the laser cuttable box off the printer, destroy it, throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a brutal approach, but it's fun to 3D print stuff that you can.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, and just the experience of designing it sometimes it never makes it to the printer when I design something. Yeah. It's just fun to design.
It's fun to know, and it's fun to know you could print it.
Yeah.
You don't sell it, but you could. It exists that you can do this. I enjoy that a lot. There's a lot of designs that will never make it to the printer.
Learning Nomad, I made a couple of little things. Like my approach to learning Nomad was just get in there and just start doing it.
Right. It is. Yes, and that's I strive for. I talk about this in my talk. That is a fantastic way to go about it. Just to screw with the software and try to break it, try to find like the limitations of your knowledge, and just to mess around until you get something you like is wonderful, especially because when you send it to the 3D printer, there's a chance that you probably also did not consider something for 3D printing, like an overhang, like a gap in the model, like a non-manifold mesh somewhere, which makes that iteration process that much more educational, that much more fun. It's why I love it so much. And I like hearing your story about it too, like your experience with it. Every story and every personal experience I've heard at this event has informed how I'm going to talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I get a lot of inspiration and a lot of learning actually. So TikTok, fantastic place to learn things about modeling, about 3D printing, all of that stuff. That's kind of the whole thing, the whole shtick here is to have all of those sort of resources for people to take advantage of. But there's a gentleman actually right there in the Hawaiian shirt. His name is Juan Meigs. He is phenomenal.
I've seen his stuff before, I think.
Yeah, he's phenomenal at a ton of different things. And then there's another gentleman on TikTok. Yep, Above Wong Art is his username.
I've seen Above Wong Art.
I love him so much.
He's cool. Yeah. He has some pretty hot takes.
He actually he's who inspired me to go ahead and get into Nomad. He's like, you can do it.
I think,
Why not?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think the first time I saw Nomad Sculpt was him.
Yeah.
I can say that. It must have been, I don't know how long it's been around, but it must have been like beta.
Yeah, Michael Wong. And also, he's a phenomenal human being. Like, you can talk to him. It doesn't matter. Like, he looks like a really big deal on TikTok, right? I sent him a private message. He messaged me back. He's like, yeah, it's great. Wonderful. Oh, check out this one and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's super, super, super nice.
Yeah, the lights just flashed. There's like a lightning in here. I've wanted to meet him for a long time. I've always been very intrigued by his comment sections and like the people that are talking. People have very hot takes about his stuff, and he defends it very well.
Yeah.
And I appreciate his adherence to his design aesthetic very strongly.
Yes.
So the sculpted masks, especially the process of like printing the resin and filming the resin like rising up out of it. I love seeing like creative ways of showing that off from a content perspective.
Yeah.
He's cool. It's cool stuff.
You should also really listen to him about branding everything that you put on the internet. Yeah. He's wonderful about that.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that. That's what I'm trying to do with my designs and my content, but it's proving not difficult. It's just like proving it takes a while to like nail down your design aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to. I like your guys'. I like the graphic design and everything that goes into this. It's all it's very good.
I don't see him at the moment, but actually the person who designed this, except for the QR, I stuck into the design.
Linktree. Yeah, I see it. I got you. I'm the same. I got a Linktree right on my card.
So, but this design was actually, we're a whole 3D printing community, right? And not just 3D printing, just a community in general, just to support and be there and kind of be sort of a safe place for everybody to land. And like, if you have questions, whatever, we'll help get that handled. But we put on a design contest for our logo when we redesigned, I think maybe 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Giveaway
going on.
So he distracted me for a second. But he, his name's Try Not to Break Anything, and I know he is running around in here somewhere, but I do not see him at this exact second. So he won our design contest, and so that's where our logo came from.
That's so fun. I love design contests like that. I used to host design contests in my student club, like model a house, model a 3D print, model something, and people would win like little prizes. It's so fun to see what people come up with. It's like a hackathon or like a game jam. It's like it's so fun to see what people make when there's like a time constraint. All these constraints, it's fun. It's fun to think about it in a 3D printing capacity too.
It is. Yeah, and we do the sort of a design like this, or also just like you go find a 3D print that you like, and then present it to us in a creative way.
Okay.
Right? Like set it up, put a stage behind it, and like this is what you want us to see about this. This is why you like it, or this is the environment you see when you see this. We did it for like our the winter time. We just told people to get winter themed prints and decorate them and display them to us, however.
That's cool.
Submit your pictures, and a lot of times we're giving away 3D printer filaments.
Let's go. That's always the best. I'm gonna participate in the next one of these. I'm gonna make something. I've decided. I imagine the winter one had a lot of snowflakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3D printed snowflakes.
There were some snowflakes.
Some fractal patterns.
Several, I think, snowmen.
Nice. Cute.
Yeah.
I want to check this out. I'm going to check this out. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm going to give you one of my maker chips.
Yes.
This is my maker chip.
I want all of them.
Found only at Rocky Mountain Rep Festival and Open Source. For the meantime, I might go to Maker Faire San Francisco this year. Maybe.
You see, I'm collecting a.
I see that. Yeah. I also see the Perry the Platypus little guy.
It's wonderful.
This is
isn't it?
cute.
Somebody tried to steal that from me.
That someone is me. No, I'm kidding. I like it. I like the little spring guy. I always like these little dudes. I see these little like gibbet guys being sold at kinds of like gift shops all the time. I know it's like, I don't know what the company, it's like Wiglets. Is that the one that like makes millions and millions and millions of these? They have a print farm with like seriously 2,000 bamboos that just like goes, and I see these things everywhere. But this guy is cute. Reminds me of that. Let's see who wins the thing. I don't know. Well,
I don't even know what the thing is. He's holding it up, and I have no idea what that is. It
looked like some kind of HVAC apparatus. Honestly, I have no idea. Well, thank you for letting me invade your space and share my little thoughts about my talk tomorrow.
Oh, definitely, it's been fun. So, what time is it again?
It is noon tomorrow at the Peterson Toyota Center in the Ranch Events Complex at noon. I already said that. On Sunday, 4/19/2026 at noon. I am AeroCreative. I'm giving a talk tomorrow at noon, 2026. 3D printing.
RMRRF.
It's gonna be RMRRF. It's gonna be about CAD, choosing the right CAD or 3D modeler or miscellaneous modeling software for your personality or your 3D printing project. And my goal is to make it less intimidating.
And I think I am almost sure that on the Rocky Mountain RepRap TikTok channel, they are streaming all of these.
Yes.
So you can catch it tomorrow, and we will forgive you for going and watching that and not being over here.
I will not. You should be here. No, I'm kidding. Well, thank you so much for letting me chat with you. I had such a good time. I've had such a good time meeting you guys today.
Yeah.
Goodbye, little DJI mic.
Look, you're already a pro.
Oh,
you remembered to take the mic off.
I love these guys. These guys are so good. The little puffballs too. I forget them all the time. That is for you. Thanks for having me, everyone. I'll see you around.
Thank you.